Uganda's political crucible, high-stakes trials, standoffs, and identity battles. A whirlwind of high-stakes judicial battles, political standoffs, and digital warfare is currently reshaping Uganda's political landscape as the state intensifies its legal maneuvers against prominent opposition figures. Institutions are being pushed to their absolute limits, from courtroom dramas involving military top brass to tense procedural gridlocks within the halls of parliament. This detailed breakdown uncovers the core events driving the national conversation. To start it off, the treason trial of Dr. Kizza Besigye, the high-profile state case involving veteran opposition figure Dr. Kizza Besigye and Haj Obeid Lutale Kamulegia has entered a critical phase with major updates regarding legal preparation and state witnesses. Court order mandates full client access. The High Court in Kampala has stepped in to safeguard the defense trial preparations. Justice Emmanuel Baguma issued a formal directive ordering Louisiana prison authorities to grant Dr. Kizza Besigye and Haj Obeid Lutale's defense team full unrestricted access to their clients. Expanded access. This directive uniquely guarantees access on weekends and public holidays to ensure a comprehensive review of state evidence. There is also the catalyst. The order follows intense objections from defense lawyers who argued that the state's initial one-week preparation window was entirely insufficient to digest the massive volume of information. There's a clash over the preparation timeline. Despite the expanded prison access, the pretrial timeline remains a major point of friction. Member of Parliament Ibrahim Semujuganda pointed out that Justice Baguma refused to grant Besigye and Lutale a requested month-long window to prepare for the preliminary sittings. Now, there's a strict timeline. The defense was allotted a more 7 days to prepare a defense for a case that carries a potential death sentence upon conviction. Now, let's look at the historical context. Ngada highlighted that this trial marks Dr. Besigye's 530th day in prison following his alleged abduction from Nairobi on November the 16th, 2024. Well, away from that, we look at military heavyweights line up as witnesses. The state is deploying significant institutional weight for this treason trial. According to journalist Rurekrea Geoffrey, the prosecution has lined up a formidable roster for current and former military chiefs to testify against Besigye and his co-accused. The witness list includes Major General Richard Otor, who is the current Chief of Defense Intelligence and Security, Major General James Berunji, the jailed predecessor to Otor, then Major General Habel Kandio, who is a former intelligence chief. Drifting completely away from that parliamentary and governance controversies, the vetting standoff Honorable Janet Kataa Museveni, a fresh procedural battle has broken out in Parliament regarding physical attendance exemption from the First Lady family. Ibrahim Semujuganda detailed a standoff concerning the vetting of Honorable Janet Kataa Museveni. The request Honorable Janet Museveni requested to undergo a parliamentary vetting via the Zoom video conferencing platform. The pushback. Committee members formally objected to the virtual format. Speaker Batwa reportedly tried twice to persuade members to accommodate the request but failed. Now, there's a political criticism. Nada publicly questioned whether Parliament would bend the rules to accommodate Museveni family rule, adding a sharp reminder that Kataa had allegedly not stepped foot in Parliament for the entire 5-year span of 2021-2026. Smiling into the executive accountability on human rights, in this a separate legislative interaction, Minister of Justice and Constitutional Affairs, Norbert addressed the sharp inquiries regarding systemic human rights abuses. First of all, the inquiry, leader of the opposition, that's Lob Joel Senyonyi, demanded firm guarantees from the government that ongoing human rights violations would be stopped. Now, what was the response? Mao deflected direct executive blame, responding, a vigilance citizenry is the greatest bulwark against human rights abuse, emphasizing public watchfulness over state guarantees.
I have opened an X, formerly Twitter account. That's why I've recorded my voice for you to know that this is now the official account platform that I'll be using. There are many people who have been operating platforms in my name. Until today, I was not operating any social media account. Please take note that this is my official Twitter X account, and I will be updating you and where necessary share with you information.
Now, on to the digital security, the impersonation of public officials. Amid this political shift, identity theft targeting high-profile lawmakers is on the rise. Former MP Ibrahim Uganda issued an urgent public clarification regarding a fraudulent account operating under his name on social media. Now, the clone account capitalized on a minor spelling variation using a single J Semuju rather than the double JJ used in his authentic verified X handle, that's Semuju hand. The deception, the fake account falsely claimed that Nganda was expanding his digital footprint to TikTok and Instagram. Nganda categorically denied opening any accounts on those platforms, warning followers to remain vigilant against digital manipulation. In conclusion, as these events unfold, the intersection of judicial power, executive privilege, and digital security continues to test the resilience of Uganda's political systems. The upcoming weeks will prove decisive as the state brings forward its military witnesses in the Besigye trial and Parliament grapples with demands for transparency and human rights accountability. Stay tuned as we follow these fast-moving national developments.